Welcome back, LPN Junior here. So today is Failure Friday, also known as Naughty Bucket Friday, and I have in front of me the locks in my collection that are in my Naughty Bucket that I cannot reliably open, and hopefully we'll be getting this one out of there. And then also we have a couple little items that came in a surprise package from Lockpicking Newbie. He has access to a 3D printer, so I designed this pinning tray and I asked him to print it for me. And there were a couple extra things thrown in there, so let's see what they are. Alright, so this is a little kick cylinder holder. Let's see, this one doesn't really fit in there. How about this guy? Yeah, sweet. This one's not in the Naughty Bucket, but you'll see him in another video. Alright, that's very nice looking. I'll make good use of that. And let's see what's in the other one. Sweet. Another little cylinder holder. These little weird Schlage cylinders don't really fit very well. But, well, neither does the Sergeant. Oh well, I'm sure I'll find some that fit better. But it looks like this one has a screw to kind of hold the cylinder in. So cool. Thank you very much, LPN. Those will see some good use. So now let's talk about why I have a Master Number 3 in my Naughty Bucket. And the reason is mostly due to the bitting. So that number 3 pin there is a nice deep cut, and then I have a higher cut on number 4. And this is the first lock that I got myself to practice picking on. And until recently, I had only gotten it open, 5 times in the year that I've been picking. I finally figured it out. And the big thing is using a deeper hook. So this is a Peterson number 7. I don't like this one as much as my number 1s. Because this flat tip on the number 1s makes it really easy to feel the pins. I have a harder time getting on top of the pins with this number 7, but he works for me. So then let's take a look at some of these others. This is just a Abus, what's this, 7240. And I've gotten this one open once, but the main hold up with this one is the keyway is actually pretty restrictive for me. So it's just kind of tricky. The bitting's a little tricky on this one as well. It's got a couple deep cuts in 4 and 5, and then a higher one in number 6. This is just a regular American 1100. The bitting's not too bad, and in fact, you see it works. This came in a lot of 3 that were all keyed alike, but I've not been able to get this one open. I've been able to get the other 2 open. And then this 5540, I suspect, well, it doesn't have too bad of bitting. As you can see, shouldn't be too bad. But I tend to ping pong on this guy. One spool gets set, and then in the counter it'll unset the others. So that's the way it is. Just a little more practice on that guy. Let's see. This right here is a SFIC. Don't really know the brand. All I've got is this V57 on the bow of the key and also on the cylinder there. We've got the operating key, kind of tricky bitting, at least on the operating keyway. I have gotten this to pick to control once. But these guys are tricky. And then this is the last one on here, and this is not a regular pin tumbler. This is a slider sidebar lock. No key, so I haven't been able to take it apart. But for some reason, I'm not sure if it's a reverse sidebar. I'm pretty sure it's not, because if I do put super heavy tension on it, I can get some binding and some clicks. But yeah, this one is so far vexing me. So that's what's in my naughty bucket. Let's see if we can kick this number 3 out. So I'll be using my Peterson number 7 and a little tension bar. So here we go. 1 and 2 are loose. Oh, that's the other thing. That deep number 3 is always the first one binding, so it there's kind of no avoiding having to reach around it. Alright. I think I overset it. Heavier tension seems to help on this guy as well, which is kind of part of why this took me so long to figure out. For the longest time I was reading up saying, oh, these number 3s are supposed to be super duper easy, and a lot of the advice online is talking about using light tension, but this guy likes a little bit of heavier tension. There we go. Oh, it was opening and my tension bar slipped out. Let's try it one more time. That is the bane of my existence. As a lot of you guys, I'm sure, are familiar with that. Getting something picked, and then the tension bar slips out and it closes right back up. Let's see. So 1 and 2 are loose. Click on 3. Some stuff on 4. Click on 2. There we go. Alright, so I can finally kick this number 3 out of my naughty bucket. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and check out the Lockpicking subreddit and Lockpickers United Discord, and have a good one.